Hey, you piece of shit. Welcome to Podcastration Classic, the podcast where I put recent bike riding trips from 2026 on the podcast me and Paul and Brett did 3 years ago from 2023, and this is no exception. Episode number 94. Paul is going to regale us with his story of him and his wife and friends in 2023 going to a Willie Nelson concert. And I can still relate to this because they got rained out for the most part. And this July and August of this year, 2026, 3 years later, has been nothing but fucking rain nonstop. It has been a muggy, humid mess. 3 years later, same problems, different day. Anyway, cool news is I've upgraded my camera. Well, actually, I got Brett's old camera, his GoPro Black 7, better stability shit. And I've got a headset camera. I actually mounted it to my hat because it did all right on this video. I only used it a few places, and it still kind of bobbed around on my head. It didn't want to stay in place, so I actually mounted it to a hat, used some zip ties to anchor it in place. And I'm hoping from now on that'll work, so when I'm in public areas, I can record and not look like a total douche holding up my phone or recording device. That's pretty much it. I'm catching up on these things. I'm going to put this one out, and after this, I don't have anything recorded till the next one. So these were coming out pretty consistently, 2 a week for a long stretch, and that's going to be coming to an end, but I'm going to keep doing them as I go. We still got a lot of podcasts left, so I want to bike as much as I can, at least till my DUI, and then through this winter, we'll see. I got some video games I've been waiting to do, but, we'll get to all that. But yeah, this is episode 94. I'm biking around McConnells Mill Park, Pennsylvania, and I have a little surprise at the end. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to watch or skip forward like an absolute douche, which is what I would do. But Paul has a Willie Nelson concert story, and I will see you next time on episode 95 of Podcastration Classic. Till then, suck it, bitch!
Podcastration's gonna rock the nation in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jack Boda. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get this thing rolling. What the heck was I just talking to you about? Oh, yeah.
Dude, like I said, I told you when I got here last night and the night before, I was watching the new Futurama episodes, and oh my goodness, was I laughing so hard. It's just been so slim pickings anymore. Now it's streaming era is just, it's off. Movies and TV are just, ugh. But, I was on Hulu, and I was like, oh, they got newer Futuramas, and they pretty much picked up where they left off, and I was really laughing.
I still haven't finished all of the Beavis and Buttheads.
I haven't either. I kind of go...
I'm like, well... I was at episode 12 probably last time. If I go on honestly, I just don't watch much. Summertime, I'm really not watching a ton of TV.
Yeah, I do at night on my porch. Not a ton, but
enough to watch some TV. I
just need to kill time till freaking hockey season gets here.
Right, 45 days or something till hockey season starts. So,
then I'll be bitching about that.
Yeah, the Penguins suck. But I really don't think they will.
No.
I think they'll be a good team this year.
I'm hoping.
It'll be an exciting team to watch. They did a lot of moves.
Yeah, that's
They're
one.
definitely trying to
Yeah. I'm not agreeing 100% on all of it, but hey, at least they're not just sitting on their asses.
Yeah, yep, they're making moves. I really think the Penguins...
Steelers did too. Steelers, hey, they did about as good as they could on the offseason.
A lot of people think the Steelers are going to,
everybody
do well.
does everything.
I know, it's so hard to tell.
People thought the Pirates this year, magically
because
this
they
year...
got Andrew McCutchen back?
Because of what they do every year.
Yeah.
And
a glimmer of hope to sell some tickets
right now. I'm trying to get back into them because right now they're in a race for last place, and in their division. I think I want them to be last. If you're gonna be bad, just be the worst. Be comically bad.
Yeah.
Be entertainingly bad.
Tonight, actually, speaking of good baseball, tonight is the Little League World Series final game. Carousel versus California.
Which would be funny because by the time listeners hear this will be months after. But,
we should become really pro Carousel team and just Go to the liquor store, buy a couple bottles of that blue Carousel liquor.
Is that even liquor or is that mixer?
I have no idea what's in it. I have no idea what it is.
It's funny as I know what you're talking about.
It's that blue juice.
Yeah.
It's like I assume it's like a syrupy liquor that will obviously, like, if you drank a cup of it, you'd be sick before you'd be drunk.
It just looks like what teenagers get drunk on.
Just get super drunk on it and throw up. Like, just throw up blue. Go outside. That's a
dude. I love blue stuff too because that colors your bowels. No matter what orifice that comes out of, it's gonna have a blue tint to it.
So I read
green.
I didn't read anything, but I saw a little article on like why things are blue raspberry. Like, think about. Have you ever seen? There is no such thing as a blue raspberry.
No. There's blackberry. Black raspberries.
But there's no
purple.
Blue raspberry.
No.
There's no raspberry that's colored blue.
And it's weird because there ain't. There's literally a berry called blueberry.
Yes.
And they don't use that for anything.
They color it blue because every other color is red.
Yeah.
Strawberries red, cherries red, watermelons red.
I was going to suggest that it's literally because it's just an
marketing.
unused color.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just colors.
Yeah, there's nothing that's blue, so raspberries, like, it's a good flavor.
And I think that, that's the thing of, like, blueberry just doesn't translate as, you know what I mean? If you have blueberry pop. Like, I had there's blue raspberry lemonade, but I've seen blueberry lemonade that's blue. That's maybe it probably just doesn't sell as much.
I don't know. I don't know, but blue raspberries.
I like blue raspberry. I drank one the other day. There was a blue raspberry lemonade. One of the like Fanta or something.
Yeah.
A kid's drink. But I'm a sucker for that
shit.
shit.
Dude at work said that if you buy a case of Faygo, and every once in a while there will be an empty Faygo in a case of Faygo.
I don't even think they still make Faygo.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because I thought when I go to Sheetz, all the Faygo used to have bigger bottles of pop.
Yeah,
they were
24 ounce.
Yeah, well, they aren't Faygo anymore. They're like Sheetz brand.
There still is Faygo.
Okay, and I'm like, that is Faygo. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I guess they just tied in with like at Sheetz.
They may just remarket it.
Yeah, they must.
Juggalos won't drink the Sheetz.
Juggalos.
But anyhow, Faygo is still a thing. And if you buy a case of Faygo and you get an empty one, and I guess somehow that happens sometimes, they send you like a ton of free stuff.
Oh,
like you send them an empty bottle, and they'll send you like a ton of free. Like Faygo sends you a bunch of free stuff.
You have to buy that. Yeah, because like I said, Sheetz, it ain't called Faygo there anymore. And then at least I don't know, not the ones I've seen.
That's interesting.
And Walmart.
Although it's not really that interesting.
Walmart used to have Faygo pop, but they now they basically have Sam's Club stuff. So. I just thought they quit making it.
No, Faygo exists, and I think Faygo will always be around. It goes to show you how much like Faygo, Randy Faygo, is still a multi-millionaire.
How did you even know is that really his first name?
No, anyone who I don't know is Randy.
Okay, Randy. I was like, how could you possibly
Randy
know
Faygo is the guy from Faygo. His name's probably like Bernard Fagenstein.
We need to before we keep flapping our gums about pop. We do have a beer review to do.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go bust that.
I was just thinking that too. Like, it's in the freezer right now because it was warm. Okay.
Yeah.
Cue beer review song.
Beer review! Beer review! Beer review! Beer review!
Nice.
That was a really good rendition.
Great, well-produced, epic song.
Was that Puddle of Mud? Is that Puddle of Mud we
Puddle
just heard?
of Pud.
Oh, I have a band to plug too.
Okay.
But that won't be told right now.
Yeah, we'll save that for the end.
All right, beer review. Right now, Levon and I are drinking different beers.
Yes.
Levon, go ahead and lead off with your beer.
I, at the gas station a few weeks ago, got a 6-pack of this Great Lakes Brewing Company's Mexican lager with lime, which I'm a Mexican lager fan, but I'm not a fan of a lot of the lime and lemon in it. I don't like them putting lemon in. Like if I buy a Corona, whatever, put it on my thing, but I don't put it in my, in the beer. That's just too much. Then it starts tasting like a soda. But yeah, I was like, buy a 6-pack, and if it sucks, I'll still drink it, but won't get it again. But no, this is a great summer beer, which I haven't had Great Lakes for a while either. That shit used to be everywhere, and then. But yeah, it's a cool beer. The reason it stood out is because it's got this tropical beach backdrop with a iguana kind of hugging
making out with a lime, and and it's just a really good beer. And there really ain't a whole lot to... Okay, it does have a thing on the side that I can read. It says, light and zesty, find a sunny spot and lounge a while with this golden Mexican-style lager brewed with real lime peel and puree and flaked corn for a crisp and refreshing getaway.
Corn flakes.
Yeah.
When they say flaked corn, that's corn flakes, right?
Definitely.
How else would you flake corn?
I'm trying to look for a little Tony the Tiger.
Which actually makes me wonder, too. How do they make corn flakes?
I don't know. I never thought of it.
Corn, and then...
I wonder if they just pop it and press it.
How do you think they flake corn? How do you think they make a corn flake? Because there's nothing about corn that would make it flake.
Hopefully it's Indian corn. Is Indian corn even, like, good for anything?
I have no idea.
Can you boil Indian corn other than it just looking cool on display?
Who was the guy who decided, like, this corn would be good, but just imagine if we flaked it?
I couldn't even care less because I was never that big of a Corn Flakes fan.
You don't like Frosted Flakes?
What?
And you're drinking beer made of corn flakes?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I need to revisit Frosted Flakes.
What if they, like, blend corn into, like, a puree and then, like, bake it and flake it? Which seems like a lot of processes.
Baby cows chew it, and they prod them with a taser, and they, like, regurgitate it up into a puree, and then they...
Maybe they make an environment in, like, a corn, like, laboratory where the corn counts as the water, and there's these giant clouds above them, and they evaporate the corn into the clouds, and then they chill it up in the clouds, so they come down as corn flakes.
That would be...
Rather than a snowflake.
Maybe. That's why they're all individual shapes.
And there's no two cornflakes are alike, you know. No, but for real, I don't know how that's done.
I don't know. I can honestly say I've never gave a shit till
I've
now.
never thought about it till right now, but that's the kind of questions that we need to ask.
Oh, and I'm giving this beer a 5, by the way, because I've been putting her. I'm going to drink a lot of these tomorrow.
You left them in my house, and I drank more than I should have.
That's fine. That's what they're there for.
That is what they're there for.
Save me some.
And quite honestly, you drink my beers a lot.
Oh, yeah, I drink a ton of your beer.
So I really feel like...
I got these ones, too. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking one of those bastards. I'm drinking a Great Lakes Oktoberfest. It's a Märzen-style lager. Our take on this classic German style is a Wild malt party packed with toasty autumnal flavors. Perfect for a hearty hoisting.
Ja.
Ach ja. Oh. Ja. Is wie an Wiedersehen.
Pass well with these hosen.
Oh. It is 6.5.
There's an Oktoberfest in September coming up soon.
That's Saxonburg.
And CJ's all about it. He wants to go because he said he went last year and he drove by and he said there was like bands playing and there was a bunch of rowdy German people in lederhosen, you know.
Are they drinking beer?
Yeah, a lot of...
I thought it was put on by the old folks home.
I don't know.
I thought it was Concordia put that on.
Well, it's Oktoberfest. I mean, it's literally about drinking beer. I
know, but I thought it was more of like about like tiring out the old folks. If there's beer there, I'm interested. When is it?
It's like second weekend of September.
That sounds like it might be kind of close to when I'm
maybe
on vacation.
It's September 9th.
Oh.
Is when... That's what it is.
That definitely sounds like the first weekend of September.
Yeah. Maybe second. I don't know.
Whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. He just said he drove by last year and there was like bands playing and rowdy people yelling to it. And he said there was girls wearing them German outfits with their boobs all pushed up, pouring out of it. And that's like, the main thing. Oh, man, I keep picking at that. That's blood from picking at that.
Oh, my goodness. That's gross. Go wash your hands.
Dude, from hockey last week, these things are like, they're not healing. They're like, I didn't realize how deep that dug in.
That's because you're diabetic.
I was like, people say like, oh, it went down into the bone, and this shit was like literally to the bone. I didn't realize it hurts.
Levon played hockey last week or 2 weeks ago, and he didn't have any of his equipment, so he got all stuff from Lost and Found and a pair of rental skates. It looks like he was grazed by 30-06 on both of his ankles.
Well, I had ankle socks on. I didn't have like any,
He was very ill prepared.
Yeah.
But honestly, he could have just said no.
Yeah,
We're glad he didn't.
I didn't know.
We're glad he didn't say no. Hey,
like,
Travis Jack, Zach Boda. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a long time.
Yeah, also, that's boring. They don't care. We'll get back to the beer.
So, this one is an Oktoberfest. 6.5% and 20 IBUs. I have no idea what an IBU is.
I can't
and
know.
also, I'm drinking it from the bottle. Usually, I put my beers in a glass so I can give you like a representation of how it looks. But this is a really delicious malty beer. Definitely like has a little bit of warmth in your belly. Like you could tell it's a little stronger. Usually, I don't like a strong sweet beer. And this doesn't count as strong. 6.5% doesn't quite count as strong. But anytime you get above like 5%.
Well, it's weird because that's strong for. I mean, Oktoberfest beers are made for drinking a lot of beer. It's a holiday for Germans to get drunk, as if they need one. And yeah, when you're doing keg stands of something that was 6.5% as compared to like 5, well, that's gonna add up.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's weak. I'm just saying like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know, usually like if you're drinking a 7 or an 8%. You're gonna need the bottle opener for that.
I still have a little bit of this one, but
you're gonna need a.
We're sitting here talking about it. I want to try it. I think it tastes the best because it's not.
Yeah.
It's a little less malty than like Oktoberfest are kind of too malty. Some of them, but
I really like this beer, and it is the only one that has like any amount of octane to it.
Yeah.
The rest of them are like usually like 4%, 4.5%.
I assume
5%.
because like real Oktoberfest, I mean it's drinking a lot of beer. I think that's what you're. I mean,
you go
like
a session thing.
I mean, look at the image of it. Look at how big the mugs are.
So if you drink one of those big Hofbrauhaus mugs of this, you would be pretty tuned up.
Yeah.
So delicious beer. It is a 10 out of 10 because the style is delicious. The beer itself is delicious. It warms your belly.
I'm gonna double fist here for a few seconds.
Yeah, look at you. You're going from Mexico to Germany.
Yeah, I'm international drunk.
You have a intercontinental beer fist.
Cinco de Fest. Shit, I'm trying to mix the two holidays. October de Mayo.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cinco de October. It is really good. Like, it is a good beer. It is a good beer.
Yeah.
No two ways about it. This is delicious beer. Everyone, if you could find it, it's probably widely available. There's probably no reason. Travis Jack, Zach Boda, no reason you can't try this. Hell, if you guys are over tomorrow, you'll end up trying it. Just take some Leave-Ons.
Let's. I want to talk about these ads I've been seeing for weird products because one of them I seen. So, I see online on Facebook now they have fake products out. They put like fake ads for foods and stuff. Like I don't know if this is one of them. I think this is real though. French's mustard Skittles.
That's not real.
Okay, that's a fake one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I had a hard time of seeing. I'm like, that's got to be fake.
Yeah.
But I tried to look onto another site, and I mean, it's presented like it's really coming out, and I'm like,
I saw a weird one too, so I'm excited to hear what else you have.
There was there was an ad related to it. It said there, what is it? French's ketchup popcorn, but I think that must be fake too.
Ketchup popcorn doesn't sound that bad.
So this one's real. Jameson's orange whiskey.
Yeah.
Call it like Instinct or something, which is, I don't know. I always just think like, oh, flavored whiskeys that's just for kind of fruitcakes and pansies. But I like orange stuff, and now I'm thinking, if it's cool to drink Pink Whitney, I might be giving it that.
I'm not anti orange whiskey.
Yeah.
The Jameson's had some good I'm not a liquor guy whatsoever.
No.
So take my recommendations on liquor. Basically just don't listen to them.
Yeah.
But they had those whiskeys that were brewed in or aged in stout barrels and whatnot. They had a couple of those. There was an IPA one and there was a whiskey one or a stout one. Yeah. I remember trying them and I remember thinking that's pretty good. But also I have no idea what a normal Jameson's whiskey would taste like.
No, I don't.
So
that's Brett's department now.
Yeah.
He's a whiskey guy.
Oh, that reminds me. When I was cleaning out the basement, I have all kinds of empty wine bottles I was going to use to refill with wine. And I found in one of those bottles, one of those big boxes of bottles, I had a bottle of bourbon that still had a good bit in the bottom of it.
A couple shots left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember trying that one and thinking, this is pretty tasty. I remember having it a while ago.
I get nervous when I have one that's kind of good because then it's oh no. Once you dig in,
even when they're good, they're still I'm not gonna crush it. No matter what, I'm not gonna crush it.
No, I wouldn't crush
40
it.
minutes.
Yeah. So hold on, I got some more ads that I think are funny. I'm not even sure what Shingrix is. Do you know what that is?
Shingrix?
Shingrix or Shingrix? Yeah.
I've never heard of that word before, I don't think.
It's something obviously for older people. but it's hard to explain on here. I have the notes, but it doesn't do it justice. But the commercial is funny. It starts off, so it has like a woman that says, "My husband and I have never been more active, but okay, so it's a shingles medicine." Because as I'm reading it, she goes, "My husband and I have never been more active, but shingles doesn't care." Then the next person goes, "I go to spin classes with my coworkers, but shingles doesn't care." Which, first of all, I say, shouldn't it be shingles don't care? Because it's more than one shingle?
No, shingles.
If it was plural, shingle doesn't care. But if it's shingles...
Shingles is just the name of the disease.
I know. But there's an S.
Plural.
But since
it's not plural.
It does sound like bad grammar.
I hear what you're saying.
And
Shingle don't care.
I'll try to
Shingles don't care.
And it's hard to explain why the commercial's funny unless you hear it. But another one's it's called Gillette Venus Pubes Care. This is one of the odd commercials I tell you about that's now that streaming services have off-the-wall ads. And there's a song about pube care, like a cartoon song. They think they're advertising for a kindergarten class. It's got like a kid's song, and it has cartoon pubic hairs with like eyes and mouths. They're like spiral-shaped hairs, and they're cartoons for the Gillette Venus Pube Care. You have to see this commercial. It is unbelievably ridiculous. Dude, cartoon pubes, that is retarded.
That's pretty bad.
And there's one. Did you see the Mike's Golf Club's ad? I definitely posted it on your private messages to you or Brooke on Facebook. I mean, it's one of the most lo-fi, legit commercials I've ever seen.
Is it the We Buy Golf?
Yes.
Yes, I've seen that before.
You've seen that. Yes, it's that guy.
We Buy Golf.
We Buy Golf. And he just does that over and over. And it's literally recorded on a cell phone, like in the most lo-fi quality you can imagine. And he just says, "We Buy Golf," 20 times without exaggeration.
Yep. I know that commercial.
My
it was
God.
on Tosh at one point.
I was going through those. The reason I was looking online for funny commercial. No, I wasn't looking. I looked online when I found the Mike's Golf Clubs one. The Gillette Venus one I'd legit seen watching TV. But I watched Weird Al's UHF. Because every few years I got to watch
You got to go
movie.
back.
Yeah, and they have his commercials on there of the... he has Conan the Librarian.
Yeah.
Was an ad. Spatula City.
Yeah.
That was one. That's a fucking great one.
I know the one shingles commercial where they're like really trying to scare old people into getting a vaccine. If you've had chickenpox when you were younger, the shingles virus is already inside of you. They say it like that, like just trying to sell a Pfizer vaccine. And it's been, that commercial's been around for forever.
Some of that shit is
ridiculous.
So
Ridiculous. You're going to get shingles. Chances are good. We're all going to get shingles. You'll get some oxycodone out of it probably. Just ride it. It's not going to be that bad.
I don't even know what it is.
It's like a rash that appears and it's super painful, but you take a pill like 3 times a day.
You take Shingrix.
And you take no, that's a vaccine.
Oh.
That'll fix
just take that. Probably a lot more money.
But it won't help. Like it'll help maybe, but it won't help that much.
Yeah.
There are take a valcyclovir or an acyclovir 3 times a day. Get yourself some pain meds. Probably smoke a joint. Honestly, you're gonna be off work. You get shingles. Smoke a joint. Try to not scratch your nuts. Just try to ride it out.
I stubbed my toe. I'm gonna smoke a joint. That'll fix it.
Just try to ride it out. There's no reason to I
just sound like the potheads. If there's like pothead doctors.
Yeah.
Now that states that have legal weed, they just prescribe weed for everything. It's like, oh, we don't fix it, but you'll feel good.
That would be funny if weed's legal in Pennsylvania. Your blood pressure is 190 over 110. You're probably stressed. You probably need a doobie.
Yeah.
Your blood sugar's 700.
Is it at least laced with Tylenol?
Your blood sugar's 700. You need a doobie.
We have ibuprofen blunts now.
Everything's gonna be... That would be funny. My cousin, actually, he was always saying, he wants to write a Saturday Night Live sketch called Dr. Pot. This is something he told me, 15 years ago. People come in with their problems, and all he does is recommend them weed.
Yeah.
And that's because weed is the answer to all the problem. Yep. Everyone knows, oh yeah, smoke some marijuana about it, you'll be healed. That's the big pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know.
Speaking of weed, so I was gonna say how'd that Willie Nelson gig go, but you guys didn't even get that far, did you? Yeah.
So
We had inclement weather that night.
Listeners, are you ready? First off, I've driven to First Niagara, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it's
do they
called
call
now.
it now? Star Lake Amphitheater.
Our big amphitheater that changes name every like 6
it's
years.
Star Lake right now.
Yeah.
I've been there, I don't know, every time Willie's in town and a couple other times. So, we were driving out there. I know it's like you're heading to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can get to the airport, basically no problem. We're driving. I saw like one sign, and that was it. And I keep driving, and like, I was thinking after a while, like, there should be a turn soon. Like, I remember there being a gas station at one point. Like, I remembered some
It's been
things.
a few years since I've been
I
here,
remembered some things that I didn't see. Like, we were just on that, whatever road that is, like 19 or something. Whatever one takes you out past the airport. Yeah. And I was driving for a long time, and I didn't see any signs. And we got to a bridge.
You didn't see the signs that took
I
you to
didn't
the
see the
gigs.
signs. I opened up my eyes. I saw no signs.
That was Ace of Base, right?
Yeah. So we came up to a bridge, and I was like, dude, I know there's no bridge. I really think I fucked
As
up.
soon as you right there, I'm like, a bridge? I don't remember that.
So, I don't know, Rick or Brooke got on their phones and saw, like, oh, yeah, there was, like, a turn a while ago. And we were all watching. We were all, like, driving, and, like, not, you know, obviously I was the one behind the wheel. But, like, nobody saw a sign saying, you know, First Niagara or whatever it's called right now. Nobody saw a sign saying this exit.
Yeah. Huh.
So, we had to turn around, blah, blah, blah. Took a half hour extra to get there. No problem, because we were still leaving, like, really early. We got there around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not bad. No, we didn't miss anything.
No.
We parked.
Sometimes that's better. Some of them opening bands, you're better off to just, like...
Well, honestly, opening bands weren't starting yet.
Oh,
we
okay.
didn't miss anything.
Oh, you should have took more time.
Well,
No, sometimes they're good. You just...
We got there, and we were in the back of the Subaru. A group of kids came in beside us in the Mazda version of the Ranger. Like the E9000
yeah,
or
which
something.
we talked about that recently. I forgot that existed.
Yeah.
You don't... That's old school.
So they were parked beside us, and they were like, 20-something-year-old.
That's probably, what, 2002-ish? You know, they
Yeah.
stopped making Rangers for, like, 2 decades. And then they just brought it back recently, I think.
They did just bring it back. It wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't 20 years.
It was at least
maybe a decade,
15,
but
I think.
there was Rangers up until like 05.
Yeah. That'd be another podcast topic.
Yeah, we're not talking about the eras
yeah.
of Rangers.
Yeah.
But they had the Mazda version of the Ranger, and they were parked beside us.
Well, I like their style.
They had a easy up tent that they had up over their bed, and I had bought some food to like snack on and stuff, like cooler beers. Had a long hoagie and some peaches and some pretzels and stuff and a bunch of beers, and we were ready to not camp out, but to hang
Tailgate,
out and
yeah.
So we were doing our thing. The group of kids beside us were doing their thing, and they were like talking about smoking weed and stuff. And I was like, we were like right beside them, and we were like, these kids are dumb. Like, don't talk about how much weed you have.
Oh, dude, it's a Willie Nelson concert.
Yeah,
man.
but
Who
just
gives a
smoke
shit?
weed.
Yeah, just
if you're gonna
smoke
do
it.
it, just smoke
Yeah.
it. Don't like these are just kids going around bragging like they have
trying to
weed.
announce like we're here
Yeah.
to get stoned.
Yeah, it's just like silly. Like
our parents ain't here.
Yeah,
basically.
it was that kind of a thing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, kid. Like I get it. Like you're kids. I know it's exciting for you, but like
Yeah.
also like, hey, don't bring attention to yourselves.
Yeah, hit puberty.
Commercial break.
It's hot and heavy on the dance floor. The beat is bumping, and all the other hotties are out there bouncing their big, beautiful bums, sending the handsome men into an erotic frenzy. But not you, because your ass is too damn flat. What's a skinny gal to do? Well, dum-dum, the answer is so simple. Just purchase our all-new Twerkums panties. Twerkums are the only panties scientifically engineered for high-performance twerking. Each pair contains super soft silicone butt pads that range from sizes
Nice.
to and even incredible boost of dance floor confidence, a pixie stick like you needs to get your boxy behind bouncing with all the other big booty bitches. Don't just sit at the table all night like an ugly, useless stick in the mud and get your flat ass on that dance floor with Twerkums panties, because it'll be, hands down, ass up, the best decision you've ever made, and I guarantee it.
Commercial break!
So we were drinking, they were drinking, and we're bullshitting. I'm like, bullshitting with them about their truck, and like they're asking about the Subaru. Like we're just talking about vehicles and whatnot, and asking them where they're, generally where they're from. And they were from like that area, talking about like hunting areas, just bullshitting with the kids. This guy comes up, he's like kind of disheveled, but not really. Like his beard is like big, but it's relatively clean. His clothes are kind of dirty, but not that dirty. Like he an odd dude.
Doesn't give a shit. That's what he sounds like.
He walks up to us and says, "You guys got any boomers?" And I said to him, "What the heck is a boomer?"
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Fungi, psilocybin, like saying like that. I was like, "Oh, no, I don't." And then like the kids beside me were like, "That guy was definitely a narc. He was definitely a cop." Because, like, who would do that? And I was thinking, you know what? You're right, kids. Who would do that? Who would go to a Willie Nelson show?
Who would say psilocybin?
A grown-ass man and use a term that's so antiquated, nobody has any idea what it is. And just, that's kind of a...
See, I wouldn't know that. I'd be drunk
mushrooms.
and be like, no, but if you find some, tell me, or something. Or
not nobody has mushrooms, but generally,
probably, yeah, there's always some people.
A lot more weed than mushrooms, though.
Yeah.
To expect somebody to have mushrooms that they give to a rando.
What I don't get is shrooms more illegal than weed? Like, is it a bigger fine?
I don't know.
Dude, it's Willie Nelson. Like, you can pick anybody and say, empty your pockets. You got your arrest.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. So the kids were like, that guy's definitely a narc. Like, you know what? You're probably 100% right. And it was raining at this point. It was raining, but it was like trickling on and off. And me, Brooke, and Rick went back into the Subaru to wait out like the rain because it was coming and going. So we just sat back in the car, and we had the windows like cracked, the radio on, so the keys were on the car, and we were drinking our beer. And I didn't think anything of it. And then we heard our windows are kind of cracked. We heard someone behind us say, "Any marijuana on you at all?" And I was laughing at that because they said, "Any marijuana on you at all?" Like real fast.
Any marijuana on you?
And it was like funny, like these the three of us were talking in the car, like these kids they need to stop talking about weed.
Yeah.
And then we turn around and we see like they're getting patted down by the cops right beside us. They're getting patted down by the cops. I didn't know that was going on at all. And I'm sitting in the driver's seat of the car drinking a beer with a key in.
Yeah.
Like the battery's on, and like the car is not on.
No,
but I am drinking a beer.
I think as long as that key's,
I know
that key's like near you.
That's what I thought too. Like, oh shit! Like, I didn't even think about like getting in trouble for this. I was just like, oh, we started a beer when it started raining. We went in the car and drank our beer. Like, we're not like, obviously we're not going anywhere. We're gridded. Like we're in the parking lot. So like, I got a little panicky about that. But the cops didn't care. They just were like, they just patted down these kids. I think they took a joint off of them.
Who were probably asking for it, basically.
They were asking for it. They were asking for it. They were definitely making a scene. But the cops like caught that kid, and I know they still had weed. They just got like the
what
cops
was
got
on
a
them.
Of it.
Yeah, the cops.
There was no like
the cops are just getting their stat. They're stockpiling.
So the boomer guy like got in my head, and it was rainy, and it was like there really wasn't much going on. And I told my buddy Rick, like, I'm going to go in the woods and actually go look for some mushrooms.
You know, I was just sitting here thinking, what if none of these are cops? Willie Nelson's crew, that's how they get the stuff. Like, they don't ever buy it. They just send people out. Like, you just go around and, like, you don't want to get arrested, empty your pockets. And that's just what Willie smokes. Just, they throw it all in a pile, and then Willie gets the best, and then the rest, the road crew. Yeah, that's
18-year-olds.
That's just their tour supply.
I really don't think that's how it goes. I really think that's how the local cops are staying in business.
I just think they're not cops. That's just his roadies.
Yeah,
doing it.
I'm saying I don't think that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I like the idea. But
not nowadays, but probably like 30 years ago, you could have got away with that. And probably.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to go in the woods and find some mushrooms. And if this guy comes back around, I'll sell him, like, whatever I find. But none of it's,
Aren't
like,
some of them,
psilocybin.
Very poisonous.
Who gives a fuck? He wants to buy them.
True. I mean, if he's
gonna give me,
if you're in the news,
me 30
guy Willie Nelson concert dies from whatever mushroom poison, you wouldn't have any guilt. You'd be like,
no, he's the dumbass who spent $30 on mushrooms.
I agree.
You could go find them yourself.
Yeah.
You were gonna take something somebody's gonna give you no matter what.
I got $50 for this.
I don't care. You're a dumbass.
Then when he dies, you can just take his wallet. He ain't gonna be using.
Why would
it.
I take his wallet when I could just have the contents of it because he gives them to me?
Sure. Well, I mean, if he gives you $50, he might have another $250 in there.
Then I'll find more mushrooms next time. So I went out in the woods and I started looking for mushrooms, and I found like some like. Yeah, I went out and I found some mushrooms.
Yeah.
And they were like, I knew exactly
and
what they were.
Then you ate them.
No, they were nothing. Like they were, actually I found coral mushrooms, which I've only found once before, and I just found like one little one. I found like 3 big heads of them.
The only ones I know are sheep heads. That's the ones like people want.
Well, I found a cool one.
Yeah.
But also like the woods behind the place is all broken glass. So it's not a great place to be walking in sandals. But I did find mushrooms. But that guy never came back. And I really didn't care because honestly, I also thought, like, what if you get in trouble for just selling shit to people?
Yeah.
So, never happened. But I found a couple cool mushrooms that I never found before. And I think it's cool. Like, you can just walk through the woods. If you, you kind of know what you're looking for. And boom, you can find it. It's cool. So anyhow, those kids beside us had bailed when the rain started. So, and a lot of other people had as well.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't buy tickets. They just go to tailgate and then bail. So
probably.
And getting in there, we had no issue either. Like a lot of times there's a lot of traffic. We had no traffic. It really it was
usually it's leaving is the traffic.
It was smooth. So we went into the venue. Yeah, it had already been delayed, but the first band was just about finishing. They were called Flatland Cavalry. I don't know anything really about them. They had a fiddle. They sound like a cool band.
Yeah. Okay.
Country, country band. So they were just finishing, and it was pouring, pouring, thunder, rain, just a mess.
Thunder
a tornado,
and lightning.
A tornado touched down in Washington County,
Heavy metal thunder.
which is relatively close, but not super close. But the show was on weather delay. They said everybody has to get under the pavilion. Nobody's allowed on how it's like a downhill slope.
Yeah.
Nobody was allowed there. You had to be under the pavilion. We were under the pavilion hanging out. We bought ponchos there, and we were hanging out under the pavilion, waiting for the next set to begin, and it was not going to begin. And we hung out for 2 hours. The rain stopped for a little bit. We went out to go get a beer, at the, where the beers are.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying, we think it's going to get canceled. We're not sure. And we were hanging. And mind you, we're soaked. Brooke's 7 months pregnant. And it's thundering. It's shitty. It's shitty. Yeah. So we walk out to the gate. Most people have bailed at this point. We walked out to the front gate and asked the people at the gate, what's going to happen? And they said, well, they might start the show up again in a little bit, but it's supposed to rain hard again in a half hour. Once the rain and thunder starts again, the show will be delayed again. Yeah. So they don't think they didn't know if it was going to cancel, but they knew it would definitely be delayed again. So I'm trying my best to not leave the show.
Yeah,
I want to see something.
They have a curfew, right? Too.
Yes.
So it's midnight.
And you're working against the curfew as well.
Or 1 in the morning or something.
Exactly.
And they go over always a little bit, but yeah, they're...
Exactly. There's a curfew as well.
So come out, even if they came out, it'd be 3 songs, and
so
that's it.
We were I was really not trying to go anywhere. I was really, really, really not trying to leave the show. Yeah. But it was just obviously not gonna happen. So we did end up leaving. And as we were walking out to the car, John Fogerty started in Green River.
Of course.
And that sucked. Because we missed it. I didn't see him at all. I could hear it from behind me, but I couldn't see it. Yeah, once the show starts, you're not allowed to re-enter.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
It's super shitty.
At least for the situation. Be hey,
yeah.
we fucking...
you see me, you're like,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know, like whatever you do. Honestly,
Also,
at this point, like,
also, I would have snuck back in. You
So-
can do that.
John Fogerty played 4 songs, and they re-delayed the concert. He never went back out.
Yeah.
And then after another rain delay, Willie went out, played like 4 songs, and then he was done. The headliners played like 8 songs combined.
Yeah.
They skipped 2 of the opening bands
Yeah.
and called that a show.
Yeah. And it's not like their fault. It's legally because it's lightning.
Well, it's Ticketmaster. It's the venue's fault. Cancel the show.
Yeah.
Give refunds. This is not like I wanted to see the opening bands. I wanted to see John Fogerty. I wanted to see Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
You didn't show me 2 of the opening bands, and also you gave us abbreviated sets from 2 other people.
What I hated was, so I went years ago, right when COVID started, when it first hit.
Oh.
I wanted to go see that band Monster Magnet. Mm-hmm. So that morning before work, it was still scheduled as to go on. I got off work at 3 o'clock that day. Show still on. I was ready to leave at 5. Checked again to double check to make sure. Canceled. Said that instead of a refund, your ticket's good for the next time he comes. That was the first time he had toured America in 15 years. He ain't doing it again.
Yeah.
I lost my money. I paid like $100, $120 for that ticket. I didn't get a dime back.
And you're not gonna.
It ain't gonna happen. He just doesn't tour America. He says he never makes money here, and like nobody shows up, so he just does it in Europe.
Yeah.
And that was like the one time, and COVID fucked that up. Like literally 2 hours before the gig was supposed to start.
Terrible.
Pisses me off. But
Yeah. So that was the Willie Nelson show.
Yeah.
Then we drove home. I hydroplaned on whatever road that is. Dude, driving home was dangerous. It was so rainy. It was terrible.
I hate too, and I hate driving in cities when it rains because you can't because a lot of it's there's stoplights and there's traffic signs, but a lot of the stuff's you got to read on the road.
Yeah.
And when it's fucking wet and light on it, you can't tell if you're in a turning lane or not. I hate that. That's a big safety hazard.
Yep. So we drove home, and on the drive home, like, you know what? I'm gonna get Kentucky Fried Chicken because this didn't work out, and at least I'll have
It'd be funny if you went there and Willie Nelson was there too.
So I was almost certain that the Harmerville KFC was closed. Brooke and Rick were both telling me that it was open. I was pretty sure it wasn't. Alas, it's on the way home. Might as well drive past and check it out. What do you know? It's a closed down KFC location. So I just kept driving through Springdale. I was going to catch the New Ken Bridge and go across the New Ken Bridge to Parnassus, back where... What am I looking at? Oh, well, it wasn't open.
This is Brooke showing them.
Yeah,
on her
she's showing...
phone.
For the listeners, Brooke's showing me on her phone that the KFC is open.
Yeah.
It wasn't open.
Maybe they got rained out too.
Maybe they did. So... We drove down through Springdale to catch the New Ken Bridge to go into Parnassus. The New Ken Bridge is closed down too. So I had to drive the entire way through Creighton down to the Gatto's Bridge, like the other bridge, the Tarentum Bridge Road. Then go through Tarentum into Parnassus to that KFC. Go to that KFC, get an 8-piece meal. They're out of extra crispy. Original recipe only.
I got a story about this too.
Original recipe only. They're out of biscuits. So no biscuits.
Dude, KFC is fucking slacking.
But I got an extra side of mashed potatoes and gravy out of it.
Oh.
So I still think I won because I got 2 mashed potatoes and
they don't have
gravy.
extra crispy?
No, that was a loss.
I don't, dude. I would have to have 7 mashed potatoes
Honestly,
and gravy.
why even make original recipe?
I went this week because I wanted to try that ultimate quote-unquote chicken sandwich they advertised. I went to my KFC in Katanning.
Yeah.
They're out of barbecue sauce and bacon, so they couldn't make that sandwich. So I had to get a standard chicken sandwich.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's and order a
because I was in line. You can't get out of our KFC line.
Order the regular sandwich, go to Wendy's, buy a Baconator, and just mix and match.
You're right, but I'm on break at work.
Dude, your work understands.
Also,
leave on your
KFC,
45 minutes late from break.
Well,
what
in
happened?
that case, I
went to get an ultimate sandwich. They didn't have bacon. I had to go to Wendy's get bacon, and then it was
your
whole big
KFC
thing.
story. You could.
What am I going to do about that?
You could go to.
I went to 2 different KFC locations.
Drive down to Georgia where they have Bojangles and buy their extra crispy chicken and put their extra crispy chicken onto your regular crispy chicken and then do
First
the same
off,
thing.
If I was driving to Georgia for Bojangles,
Or wherever
I would just drive to Virginia, or I would go down to North Carolina. I would go to a Popeyes or any other location that sells chicken. The thing is, I was going to KFC. 2 separate KFCs. The one had original recipe. I thought, that's not so bad. I can do that. And then I also ended up with a 3rd side. So it's not so bad. That
Also,
canceled out.
We shouldn't have to do this. KFC, that's 4 things with 2 people that they didn't have. Get your
KFC.
shit together.
Honestly, when you go down south, KFC is the throwaway chicken. KFC is the chicken that you feed to tilapia.
That's all we have up here.
KFC is not a chicken that is like, it's not a delicacy. Up here, we're happy to have fried chicken. Down south, they got fried chicken coming out of the dick hole. They don't need to worry about it. KFC is a bad fried chicken down south. Up here, we don't have good fried chicken, so KFC is our fried chicken. It's nowhere near.
I got a success story though for a drive-through because this morning I went to McDonald's.
Oh,
and I got a McGriddle. I got a sausage McGriddles meal.
One of my least favorite. Go ahead though.
Yeah, but I went up to the because you never know because all you do is like go up to the window. Well, there's 2 windows. Or usually you pay pay in a pay window and then you pick it up. But you never know because
no, you don't never know.
And I stop and I just give it like a minute. Oh, if they're not there, then I go up to the next window because sometimes you pay up there. And I just went up to the next window and she just gave me my food and I went on my way. So I got a free McGriddle this morning. Fucking McDonald's hooks me up. KFC? Puh.
Also, you're definitely wanted now.
Yeah.
Because you talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, on our super popular podcast. That
honestly,
I like yelling at KFC
know?
like Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, the Colonel
is gonna like he exists and listen to our podcast.
Yeah,
but anyway.
So I had KFC at least. It was made, dude. An 8-piece meal was $31.
Yeah, dude. Fast food in general is crazy.
That's not cheap.
No.
That's not cheap. Granted, I just finished the last piece today.
For regular crispy chicken, you didn't get extra crispy? That's insane. They owe some fucking...
$31. And it was raining really hard. And I felt really bad because like the girl was like, park in the parking lot and we'll come out and give it to you.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, it's really rainy. Are you sure you want to do that? Like, I can like park somewhere closer and like you can just give it to me closer. And she says, no, we got to park in the spot. I said, okay. But I met her halfway so she didn't have to like walk the whole way out because it wasn't that close. And I was like, dude, this is friggin' raining. But you could hear like when they opened the windows, like they were like really listening to music. They were like, really rocking out in there.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, you know what? That would be really fun to be at KFC, like working during a rainstorm, and you can just listen to music. You're probably not very busy. Like you're just partying with your friends, probably smoking a ton of weed in there.
I'm sure.
Think
it is
about
Willie Nelson gig.
How much weed do you? Yeah, they're not getting residual business from. I'm the only person from the Willie Nelson show that went to that KFC. They're not getting business from the Willie Nelson show.
That's
so
true.
basically, the Willie Nelson show, complete bust. I didn't eat my hoagie. Basically, nothing exciting happened at all besides going home. Complete bust. Really sad. Let's wrap this bad boy up because it's almost 7 o'clock.
What band did you want to plug? You said
okay. So band plug. Girl I work with, she's like relatively new, and she just started talking, kind of like quiet person, so you don't really talk that much. Her brother is in a band called Water Trash.
Water Trash?
Yeah.
Is
like
that what
from Workaholics?
What's Flotsam and Jetsam? There's a band called that, but is that shit that's like washed up on shore or something?
I have no idea. Flotsam and Jetsam, I have no idea
like,
what that means.
Isn't that like water? That might be Water Trash too or something.
I have no idea.
Or I could be absolutely so wrong. Anyway, continue.
Water Trash. It's from the Workaholics. That was a Durs called Carl Water Trash one day. He said, "You're just brown water trash." Like I don't know. Water trash. That was like an insult.
That's
so the
funny.
band's called Water Trash. They do like jazzy psychedelic music.
Yeah.
It's kind of Frank Zappa-y.
Yeah,
but it's pretty good.
Dude, I tried like 5-6 Zappa albums to get into, and I just can't do it. It's just nonsense to me.
This is a lot more like poppy.
Yeah.
Like by poppy, I mean like consumable, I guess.
Yeah, not completely ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's weird because I know Zappa is like there are moments of really cool shit, but it's just I'm not wading through all that silliness to get to it. I don't find it entertaining or enjoyable to listen to. I don't know. That just ain't for me.
I'm not a big Zappa boy. I've tried. It doesn't really do it for me.
I mean, a lot of people claim to be Zappa fans. Like musicians just rave about him. A lot of hipsters will Zappa this or that, and I'm just like, what am I missing? Is what I'm keep getting.
Yeah.
I keep trying to find what I'm missing out on, and I can't find it.
I don't get Frank Zappa.
Yeah, but sorry.
But this band's called Water Trash. The song that I want you to play a little bit of is called Elevator. It was kind of the coolest one that I had heard, or the one that I thought was the coolest.
Yeah.
They have one that's called LS Feet, like instead of LSD. LS Feet is a funny name for a song.
LSD's nuts, I guess, would be funny. I don't know.
There are some funnier, like, goofy songs. Like, it's just goofy music, but honestly, it's not bad. I listened to it basically the whole way home on Thursday after work.
A lot of that shit don't translate to a CD in your car. I
listened on Spotify.
We went to that Peach Fest the Allman Brothers thing, and I'm telling dude, there was an opening band that was so awesome. Yeah, we were drunk and pretty high, admittedly. Mm-hmm. But I swear it wasn't that. Yeah. Live, they were really entertaining, and they just sounded great. And, like, I've never seen, like, a band draw a crowd like these guys did. And they were handing out CDs, and the CD was horrible. Yeah. And then I went on Bandcamp, listened to their studio stuff, and it was just the worst music you could imagine. But live, they killed it.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Water Trash, Pittsburgh band. The name's so funny because I got the joke when she said the band's called Water Trash. I knew immediately. Oh, that's a Workaholics thing. And then she said, my brother was a big fan of that show Workaholics. I said, oh yeah, so am I. And I knew immediately, like, before you even said that, I knew that was a Workaholics reference. Water Trash.
That's funny. I wouldn't have known that.
But regardless, here they are, Water Trash, and their song Elevator. Check it out. Yeah, that was Water Trash and their song Elevator, and I'm going to keep the band plug train rolling with another band that I really like called The Brew. They're an English 3-piece rock band, and this is their song Eject from their album called Control. So check these mofos out right now, or die!
Put
that was those guys, the Brew. And to wrap this bitch up, I'm gonna play one more song from Devin Townsend, a guy I'm always blabbing on about. I'm a big fan of Heavy Devi, and this song is called Hide Nowhere off his album Ocean Machine from way back in '96. Believe that. Alright, that's the end of this bitch. Hey, till next time, you know the drill.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's,
oopie doopie, everybody.
Okay.
Great beers, great job.
Smoke weed every day.
Tomorrow's the